By now, we have gazillion ways of running these large language models locally or through API. We have equal number of tools, which is now unlimited almost, to run these models on our local systems. And we have covered almost all of them on the channel. In this video, I'm going to revisit a tool which I covered last year when it was released very early days at that time, and I just noticed that this project has evolved a lot. So let's try to see where it has reached to. I actually tried to search this project on my channel as where exactly I did the video, but I couldn't because the name is so generic, and that is the advantage of an early entrant because they were able to get this name. So if you want to install it, it is just pip install LLM. Even the project name is LLM and their repo name is LLM. You won't find it any longer on GitHub. So we are going to install this locally, and then I will show you how you can use it with local models and how you can use it with API based models. The good thing is that for the local models, it segregates those providers of the model like GPT-4all and few others as plugins, and we will also see how to get it installed very easily. Okay, so before I move forward, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, it is resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your query. And I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, so let's get to my terminal and try to get this installed. This is where I'm running Ubuntu 22.04, and let's create a virtual environment with Conda, as I almost do. It just keeps my system clean. Let's wait for it to get installed. The Conda is done. Next, let me install all the prerequisites, and if you look at the last line, this is where we are installing this LLM library with simple pip install LLM. This is going to take a minute, so let's wait. And the installation is done. So first, let's see how this LLM library works with the local models. And for that, we will install this GPT-4all plugin. So I'm only doing LLM install and then the plugin name, which in this case is GPT-4all. This is another project, GPT-4all, which we already have covered on the channel, and it lets you run the language models locally. And because this LLM is a library which gives you a gateway to run all of these providers, so we have just installed that GPT-4all. Let's see which models are now available to us in this library by simply doing LLM models list. So these are all the models from different providers, which not only includes local but also the open source, and they're all from the GPT-4all, the below one, and the top ones are from OpenAI provider. If you want to see in detail what exactly is provisioned in that, you can simply do the options, and that is going to tell you a bit about hyperparameters. That, okay, for example, if you want to use this, this is a size, it needs this much VRAM, and then these are the hyperparameters which you can set with it to control the output. Okay, so how do we run it? So let me show you how can we do the inference with this LLM library with a local model. For that, all you need to do is to run this command like LLM-m, m for model, then the model name, and you can pick the model from the output which I just showed you, and then your prompt like 3 romantic pickup lines to say to girls or to boys, depends. So let's wait. So first time whenever you run it, it is going to download the model, and you can see the size here. So let's wait for it. And by the way, I have one GPU card, which let me quickly show you. Let me make it a bit bigger. And this is my GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. And this is courtesy Massed Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so please do check them out. Okay, so let's go back here. So this is my GPU card. It is downloading, so let's wait. So the model is downloaded. Now it is verifying the checksum. Once the checksum is done, it is going to do the inference, which it is doing right now. And it is going to, there you go. So it is giving us a response back. Look at that line. Okay, the second one is, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure we can use this one. Anyway, so, but quite interesting. Now, if you want to, instead of just doing a one-off inference, you can even do the chat with the model. So with something like this chat, LLM chat, and then your model name. And this time you see it hasn't really loaded it, so you can just talk with it. Hello, what is happiness? There you go. So you see it is now talking with you. You can, it has a simple chat interface which you can use just like we have done with a lot of other tools out there. Now, if you want to use it with some other, so these are the local models. So, but if you are interested in using it with OpenAI's model, like API based ones or Anthropic, let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so that is done. Let me see if I exit like this. Yep. Okay, so for example, if you want to talk with OpenAI based model, so you can set the OpenAI's API key first. Let me paste my key, which you can obtain from platform.openai.com, and that is a paid option. Let me paste it here. So I have pasted it, and thankfully it hasn't shown the key. And without specifying model, you can simply just say LLM and your prompt, like 3 romantic pickup lines to say to boys. Are you a magician? Because every time I look at you, everyone else disappears. Very nice. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by? Again, that's a nice one. If you were a song, you'd be the best track on the album. Okay, that is nice. And then feel free to adapt them to your style. So which one you like, by the way. Okay. So not only that, you can also ask it to, for example, review your code or something from a file, or you could basically do the file manipulation, something like this. Maybe this is a file test.py, it's a Python script. I am piping it with this pipe sign to LLM-S, as is for system prompt, and the prompt is to explain this code. So it is going to read that file, and then there you go. So this, yes, so this is a code, it is breaking it down and all that stuff. You can of course use it with your local model with LLM-M switch, just like I showed you above. So if you think about it, you can pass it on any file, like maybe a text file, and then you can ask it to summarize it or something like that. So there are a lot of use cases, depends upon your imagination there. So pretty good tool, I think, because last time when I used it more than a year ago, I guess, there were a few bugs, but it seems that it has solidified a lot. I will drop the link to it in video's description. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, because that is the only marketing I do. Thank you very much.